So for log properties, you have to memorize these. They're not on the reference table at all. If you have two logs with the same base and you're adding them, you want to simplify them into multiplying the two log quantities. Or they can go backwards. If you're multiplying two log quantities and you want to expand it, you can break them up into adding two logs. If I'm subtracting two logs with the same base number, that little number down there, sometimes it's just a variable, you can simplify them into dividing, or you can go backwards. If you're dividing two log quantities, you can break them up into two logs and subtract them. And then an exponent, that exponent of p can be moved out in front of the log if you're expanding it, into multiplying by that log of p. So if I want to figure out what log of p with the base of b is equal to 2 log x with the base of b minus 1/3 log y with the base of b plus 4 log z with the base of b, and I want to find out what the value of p is, that means I want to figure out this side of my equation into one log, because I have log of p on this side. So if I want to figure out what p is by itself, I'd have to make sure I have one log on my right side of my equation. So the first thing I want to do is move all my exponents. So I want to move my 2 and my 4. So I have log of x with the base of b squared minus 1/3 log y with the base of b plus log z to the 4th with the base of b. Since I'm subtracting this whole entire quantity and I have a 1/3 out in front, my goal is to get one log, so I'm going to write one log. If I'm subtracting logs, I know there's going to be a division because I'm subtracting logs, so I know I'm going to be dividing. Since I'm subtracting these two quantities, or these two log quantities, that whole entire quantity, and I have two logs in it, I know I'm going to have y on the bottom, and I know I'm going to have z to the 4th on the bottom. Since x is subtracting that quantity, since x is first, it's going to go on top, so x squared. And I have 1/3 of both those log quantities, so 1/3, if you remember, power over root. So I have 1/3 of both of those quantities, so I'm going to have a power of 1. If you want to write it, you can. You don't really need to, because it's a power of 1. And then a root number of 3, so I have the log of x squared divided by the 3rd root of y times z to the 4th. So if I want the value of p, it's just going to be that quantity, because I know log of p is equal to log of x squared divided by the 3rd root of y z to the 4th. So if I just want p, it's just going to be the log quantity that you're taking the log of.